Feel like it took about 2 weeks for August to really start going. And then when it happened, it just all happened at once. Great kicks, great strikes, and a great sense of escalation in the sense of knowing just when to end the match. Is what I would say if there wasn't roughly 10 minutes of not great action padding this out to an unnecessary length. Just stick to the kicks next time. I watched this late at night in bed on my phone, half asleep, so for all I know, this might not actually be the boring, unenergetic slog that doesn't kick into even half a gear up until the last 10 minutes that I thought it was. Maybe it's a classic. Probably not, but maybe. Will I ever go back to check? No. An excellent and efficient piece of television wrestling as all 12 guys move at an insane pace that allows all the right people to shine. Add on top of that the continued long-term booking teasing Hangman Page's inevitable split from the Elite, and you have a lot of substance to what could have easily been just a 12-man spot show. Hell yes. If you're unfamiliar with these names, you need to rectify that ignorance right this moment by checking this match out. Both guys are incredibly fundamentally sound in that every little thing looks great. A little too long for my taste, but it's hard to complain when the wrestling is this good. Deppen sells the leg and Dickinson beats the shit out of him. Wish there was a little less downtime setting up the hardcore spots, but this was fun. Despite the subdued crowd, these two brought an intensity and heat to this match that couldn't be denied. Way too long for what it was, and Yoshihashi didn't even score the fall. Sato and Abe spend most of this match shoot-punching each other and headbutting each other. That ruled. Nomura sold well and built his comebacks excellently. That ruled. Sekimoto was around too. He was there. Orange Cassidy was great, Chris Jericho was not. He looked out of shape and incapable of keeping up with one of the best wrestlers in the world. Let's get it out of the way now, he's not the GOAT, and the more he competes on this level, the further he drags himself away from that conversation. Two big hosses duking it out with minimal frills and melodrama? Yes, please. Just the kind of meat and potatoes wrestling that I love. I've not seen a lot of Anthony Henry, and this was my first Ben Carter match, so the fact that they crafted something here that got me emotionally invested in a result is quite the achievement. Real effective babyface-heel dynamic here, with a particularly enthralling babyface leg-selling performance from Carter. One of the best American independent matches all year, well worth seeing. Everything bad about NXT, but replace one wrestler with a not wrestler. So you know, worse. The gif you've been seeing going around is the best part of the match. You can skip the rest. Not bad, but generally a little too bland. It wasn't horrible, and I thought that Dominik showed some promise here, especially in his final comeback, bringing a lot of fire and aggression. But Seth is still Seth. He just feels phony top to bottom. Best worker in this whole thing was Ray. Much better than the Bayley match, especially with Asuka's leg selling and the nutty bump she took to the floor. Definitely started to fall apart by the end, but very good overall. Big tag team matches in DDT rarely fail, as they're all about building on escalating action and high energy transitions. This is one of the lesser ones of the year, but that means it's still pretty great, and another strong addition to the simmering rivalry between Soup and Akiyama. It was fine, a bit of a disappointment. My wish from last month's video came true, and of course it was great. These are the two best workers in New Japan this year, and they created something special. Bless them. I didn't hate it, I just don't think on it at all. Suzuki walks in with all the confidence of a man who's looked the best of multiple generations in the eye and decided they are beneath him. Short but sweet, this one. I think Dominik has some real potential, and Rey Mysterio is talented enough to hold Seth Rollins' hand. It wasn't great, but it just sneaks its way into good territory. Not bad at all, this one. I love Roman, but The Fiend just ruins everything. Special thanks to the lovely folks at the Smartdown podcast for designing the logo for this monthly series. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.